everybody, welcome back to PlumFiggy. This is Tammy. Okay, so today I've got kind of a little bit of a sort of a different video for you. I figured since I was already working on this journal, I would just kind of bring you along and show you my, I guess, how I kind of prep journals to sell. So, just working in one signature today and was just showing all the ephemera that I had pulled to use in this signature. And the way I typically do it is I'll pull a bunch of ephemera and just different things that I want to use as decorations in a journal. And then based on how many signatures I've got planned for the journal, I'll make a pile for each signature of ephemera, and that way each signature has the same amount of ephemera, and I don't have to think too hard about what goes into what signature. And it just kind of seems to work out pretty well for me. So anyway, so what you can see at the top there is what I've chosen for this one. And then off to the left side, I have some paper scraps that were, when you're making the signatures, there's always some papers that are a little bit long on the right side. And so I've got some of those cut-offs off to the left. And here you can see I'm taking one of those and turning it into a tuck spot. I hate throwing away those paper scraps, I mean, even the teeny little ones, I kind of keep those too. So, and then over off to the left, I also have some Tim Holtz Chit Chat, Small Talk, and some other little phrases. So this is, I don't remember what this one's called, but it's that one of his sticker sets that's kind of just some different phrases. So looking for something to put there. And I can't remember right now what that one says, but there will be a zooming in of that in just a minute here. So as you can see, I inked around the edge just really quickly with some vintage photo. Again, some Tim Holtz distress stain. And here I'm just putting that little phrase down using a little bit of glue. Didn't seem like it was going to stick, so I wanted to make sure that it was secure. And then even though I have all this other ephemera chosen, I do like to keep it handy, what I haven't pulled out, because there are times when you need a little something more. So I thought this page needed a little butterfly added to it, so that's what I did. Those butterflies came from the dollar store, believe it or not, last year, spring, summertime, and I honestly haven't really been using them yet, so it was fun to pull those out for this journal, and kind of add some butterflies and stuff. They're really pretty. So pulled out another little piece of scratch paper and decided to turn that into a little journaling tag, and it said, I lived beneath the open sky. I lived beneath the open sky. That's what it said. I had to remind myself, I couldn't remember. All right, so going back to my pile of ephemera, and chose this one that says Good Times, and decided to turn that into really kind of a shallow pocket. And then off to the right side, it's going to hang over. And I thought that was kind of a fun little tab. So, pretty simple. And then I also picked out some Project Life cards that I thought could work well with this journal. So, those aren't assigned to any signatures either, but I knew I would use them as I went along there. So found that one that looked nice and went ahead and used that. So then in this journal, I'm adding a few little fairies. These are from Bow Bunny ephemera set, and I will have the name of that in the description below. The collection. I don't remember the collection off the top of my head, but I will make sure and provide that in the description below. But yeah, there were a few little fairies that I thought were super adorable, so wanted to add those in the journal. Here, this little strip of paper, I don't usually put that small of a strip of paper, especially in the middle. I don't know. I might rearrange that one later. Those are not fun when you're trying to sew in a signature. So I've kind of been rethinking that one a little bit. But anyway, I had some little floral and bird stickers that I got from AliExpress off to the left side there. My little extra pile. And just decided to throw that little sticker on the side there. And then here we have another. This is from, gosh, I don't remember exactly. It's kind of like a journaling card, little notebook. I picked it up at a garage sale, and it's a little bit older, but I thought the designs were really fun and would go well with this journal, so I picked some of those out too. And then here you can see I've got my big envelope of all my floral stickers from AliExpress. This is probably 4 or 5 different little packs. I think that these came in like a color story, so each little pack of stickers was one kind of color, maybe. I can't remember exactly. If I can find the seller that I bought those from, I'll link it below. But I've had those for over a year now, so I don't know if I'll be able to find it or not. But anyway, decided on this pretty little blue flower. And this one, yeah, it was just, I like the color of blue kind of offsetting with the orangey peach color of the other paper. And then I went and found a tea-dyed little scratch paper, so I thought that would help to kind of bridge the gap, I guess you might say, between the background paper and the sticker. So I just stuck that down, and then here I'm trying to take the backing off of the sticker, which is the worst part of those things. And I'll just place this down on top, and then I thought that it needed a little bit something more on there, so decided to grab my Tim Holtz Chit Chat sticker set and went for one that was black because I thought that would be a nice little contrast to the lightness. And just kind of looking through the root words, trying to decide if I wanted to try and make some kind of short little saying or just pick a word. And in the end, I just picked a word. Trying to decide where to put it here. And decided to put it on the bottom there. I thought that way if whoever ended up with this journal wanted to add more to it, they could easily do that. And if they didn't want to, it still looks great the way it is there. So could add some journaling maybe on there. And then took another one of my little cards and stuck it in the pocket there. So the sticker says Delight. Alright, just thumbing through some more of the signature, trying to decide which page to work on next. Looking through some of my little stickers and other ephemera, and then came on to this little scratch paper, and this is another one of those that was kind of a cut off from the right side of the journal pages, and decided to turn that into another little tuck spot there. I just love that little pop of color, and obviously I couldn't put something too tall in there. And these are actually, I have another whole little box of just extra ephemera and stuff just kind of hanging out. And these are from the back of a calendar. And just, you know how on the back of each calendar they always show each page of the calendar. So that's what those little squares are. And so I thought those would make fun little journaling tags. And so then now I'm just gonna make kind of a label on the tuck spot. Just thought it needed a little bit more there. So found a little scratch paper of craft paper. And then I think I'm gonna go back to my Tim Holtz words again. Yes, here we go. Looking for something to use. These are so much fun. I always want to make some long little saying, but then I can never find quite the right thing. I don't know if you guys are like that too, but all right, decided to add some distress around this. I didn't distress everything. I thought I like the mixture of the tea-dyed paper with the white papers. Okay, so then this says in the garden. I like the mixture of the white papers with the tea-dyed papers. Kind of, I think it makes it look kind of fresh and just different. And, you know, and I don't necessarily like every single page to be super distressed. So I just think it kind of adds some brightness to your journal. And so, yeah, so while I'm doing my ephemera and adding the extra stuff like these Project Life cards, I'm not adding extra distress on every single thing because, yeah, I just don't think that everything needs distress all the time. So, same with this little tuck spot here. I didn't want to distress it. I just kept it the way it was, and I think it looks great. So sitting against that white page. So last little tuck spot, super simple, adding a couple pieces of ephemera, and then that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Bye.